Welcome to Creations by Karen, and today we are going to make, this is a new craft for me. I've never done one of these, and this is what it is. It's a holiday planner. Want to see it? Okay. So I've just put this around it, kind of to hold it in. So it's just a notebook with a pen attached. I've decorated it front and back. This is what it looks. I know it's backwards. And then there's pockets here and at the front. And then I put kind of indexes through here. And you can write on here whatever you want it to be, like gifts, dinners, whatever. So yeah, this is for those of us who like to be organized. I think this will be great. Yep. You want to see how to make it? I'll show you. Another pocket. You can put gift stuff in here and receipts, and so I've made 5 of these. And this is the back cover. Yeah, what do you think? Do you think you'd use this? How many of you are going to use this if you make one? And it's not hard to make. Now, it does take a bit of time, a lot of time. But if you've got time, and I have a lot of time when I'm retired, but you certainly could make one of these and you can keep all your stuff in it. Crazy. Because I have receipts everywhere in this house. Okay? I'm going to show you how to do it. So this is what you're going to need. Tools. You're going to need tools. I like a mat for cutting. I'm going to use my cutter. Glue if you want glue. There's tape you can use. Need some scissors. These little guys. I call this a picker. I'm not sure what it's called. Rotary cutter. Bought one of these. Came in a set. I use this, which is a knife. And you're going to need some double-sided tape. I can see you all commenting there. And a couple of punches. Just some embellishments if you want. I got one here. And a composition book. Now, if you go to Walmart right now, this is where I'm getting mine. You can get these composition books. And these ones, that got stuck in here, they don't have anything on this part, which is what I want. I didn't want a whole lot of stuff on here. And last year they were 99 cents. This is Canada. And they are like $1.30, which is still cheaper than Dollar Tree. You're going to need some scrapbook paper. And this is where hoarding comes into play. Because I have a lot of scrapbook paper. And I could make all of this stuff way ahead of time. And that's why we're doing it in August. So this is a couple. I think that's all I'm going to use. So I did a couple already. And I'll show you what they look like. These aren't wrapped and they're not quite finished, but here's one that I made. Pretty, it has a little pink in here. I like this one too. This is another one. And this one's not quite finished because I wanted to get a little bit of pink or white ric-rac, I think, on here. Anyway, that's what we're making. Let's see. I'll hold this aside. Where am I going to put it? I'll put it here. Okay. So you're going to start out with your composition book. Now, you can do this any way you want. You don't have to do it my way. You can do it your way, but this is the way I'm doing it. And I just went through, I have a bin, which is full of scrap. And most of this is from the scrap. but you can also use like a paper pad. And I think it would be fun to do something like this at Halloween. Not sure what I'm going to do yet. We'll see. So I got some cut aparts that I've already done a lot of the work, because otherwise it would take, like, I think it probably, for me to make one of these, would take about 2.5 hours, which is too long for a tutorial. So that's why I've done a lot of stuff ahead of time, like cut the things and stuff. Okay, we're going to start at the front of the composition book, right? This is just a plain composition book. I'm going to take this, and this will be the bottom front. So I just want to attach this onto here. So I'm going to take some double-sided tape. You can use glue, you can use whatever you want. I'm using double-sided tape. Just because, I don't know why, I got a thing for double-sided tape. And I get this on Amazon, and I get a whole bunch of it for like way cheaper than you can buy it. So anyways, stick this down to make sure it goes all the way around. You're going to need some extra stuff, and I'll show you as I'm going along. Hi. Be nice if I could see all of you, like, and talk to you while I'm doing this. I can kind of glance over and look, but I don't. This is kind of a project that I gotta focus. Focus, key word here. So I want to put this, and this has got bows on it, so I want to make sure that they're how I want them. And I just go up to this part here, and I'm just putting the double-sided tape in the middle of this. This stuff doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just going to put 2 strips so the top part can go on there as well. Right? Okay, so I've got that done. Look. Double-sided tape all around. Take my picker and just take the top piece off. Go all the way around. And you can put little bits in the inside. I don't do that. You can. Totally up to you. Just make it your own. Okay. Alright. So I'm going to take this piece, just the bottom front, and I'm just going to line it up. So the less trimming I have to do is better. That down. I'm just going to take this, or you can use scissors. I'm using this, and just trim off the excess. Okay, not hard. This part, it's not hard. This whole thing is not hard. It's just, it's a bit time consuming. Okay, I'm not going to cut that off. I'm going to continue on. And then I want to put this on the top. So this is the top. I'm just going to place it. And if you got a little bit of a space here in the middle, don't worry about it. Good morning, everyone. It's raining in Canada. We're due. My grass is pretty much dead. So we had, I think, water restrictions. You couldn't water your lawn, and whatever. Could be worse. I could live in Thunder Bay and you wouldn't have a lawn. We had a lot of fires up there. We talked to Fort. It was pretty brutal. I'll just take some scissors and cut these off. Just round them. I didn't quite go to the bottom here on this, so I might just trim it. We'll trim it, shall we? Trying to move too fast, I guess. Just shave a little bit off here. So it looks pretty. That's good. Okay. So then I wanted to put something in the center, which I have. It was a cut apart. It's a stripe. And I want it to go here. So I'm just going to cut this here. And these are all scraps. I like scraps, man. Never throw anything out. If you're a crafter, you never throw anything out. Because you know, you never know when you're going to use it. Which is awesome. And in this case, it's perfect. Okay? So then I just take my picker. This came with my Cricut. They sell similar things like this at Dollar Tree, maybe. And I'm just going to place it down in the middle. Right here. And if I have any excess, just cut it off. Good morning, Annie. There we go. And I've made this. It was just a cut apart. And I put on it here, Holiday Planner 2026. I'm going to place this here. But, no, maybe I'll put it here. Yeah, that looks like a good spot. But I want to do something here. So, I have, where is it? What have I done with that? Oh, here it is. I'll put that somewhere else. I've got this elastic. So I'm going to use about 2 inches of this. So I'm just lining it up. This is a handy little thing. 2 inches, and I'm just going to cut it off. All right. So I'm going to tell you what you should use when you're doing this. Is a lighter. Because if you singe the edge, it's not going to fray. Because you don't want fray. Don't spend too much time there. Or you'll, create a fire. I've got some E6000. And what you're going to do, and just putting E6000 right here. Don't need a lot of it, just a bit. So I'm just following this sort of path. Like so. And here's a tidbit of information. Make sure you swipe the tip and stick this back upright. Otherwise you'll curse yourself. And just place this elastic right here for now. And this doesn't take long to dry, but it does take some time. Good morning, everyone. All right, so just try to be in the center if you can. Okay. Here is my ric-rac. Oops, we need that too in a minute. And I get this at Michael's. You can go to fabric stores. I'm sure they have more choice than Michael's. But I'm just going to measure this out on here. I think I need to cut this. So here I'm going to cut again. Just make sure that's good. And it's good. Singe the ends, especially this stuff. Gonna hold this for a second. Okay, so I want this to go halfway between the black and the pattern. Okay, so I'm going to take my E6000. I'm just going to put a fine line down, right down here where the paper meets the book. And this stuff goes a long way, man. Whew. So I bought a new one probably a month ago. And I didn't put the lid on. Anyways. There were some words used. Just gonna take my thing and just put this on here before I forget. It's nice to see you too, Linda. Okay. Place this down. And this glue dries clear, so you don't have to worry about it. If you get a little extra on here. Just lightly press it down. Okay, that looks good. I like it. Now, before I forget to do this, I'm going to put this embellishment on. It's just a snowflake. Once again, I got all this stuff at the end of last season. And this is where hoarding is actually a good thing. Because I can do so much before craft show season. And I'm just going to kind of stick this right here. Cute. Look. I like it. And then I think I'm going to put something in the center here. I don't know what I've done with it. Oh, I'll find it eventually. So I'm just going to move to the back. Don't play with this thing. Oh, maybe I'll put this. It takes about 10 minutes really to secure, but I'm going to leave it longer. I'm going to put this right here. That'll be pretty. So open this up. I'm definitely going to use one of these just to keep me on track. Just place this. I'll take a picture of this at the end. I'll post it. And the reason you don't put this on till now is because you make sure it's centered. Okay. I like it. Hi, Sandy. Now we're going to go to the back. And I'm not going to do really much to the back except put something on here. So it doesn't look like this. So just take some double-sided tape. Once again, you can use glue, whatever you want to use. I'm using tape. Put this down. I like this mat. Just come around. This cat in the window. It's pouring rain now. And this one. Like so. Take your picker. Just take the tape, top of the tape off. Like so. Now remember that this is kind of backwards to the front, meaning it opens the opposite way. So, back cover. It's going to go on here. So, place this down. My scraper tool. There it is. It's from Walmart, Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to go around and trim this off. Using this. Start pointy. Take your time. This was a good investment, this thing. I have to get new blades, I think. So if you live in London, I got a job working at Michael's. A couple of days a week for 4 hours. It allows me to get the employee discount, which is great. I'm sure I spend more than I make. Well, I know I spend more than I make, but all the stuff that comes in new, I see it first. It's awesome. And they're lovely to work for. Michael's. Lovely people. You don't feel like you're under the gun all the time. It's great. Trim this. trim the back. And I'm not going to do anything else to the back. I kind of like it the way it is. Front, back. Who knew where them glitter things were? What I did with them? Not sure. I'll find them eventually. Anyway, before I do anything else, I'm going to place this elastic here before I forget, because I'll forget. Hey everybody. And I put this on the cover. Set this upright. Don't do what I do. And you'll see how this kind of works when I'm putting the pen in it. Gotta quickly look at this stuff here. Okay. I am doing well, Diane. Thank you. Yeah, I'm doing okay. You know, there was a lot of stuff happened and I needed some me time. Just trying to deal with everything and, you know, my eye surgery, and then, you know, it took some time, and I just, you know, I thought I really like this time playing in my garden and crafting and hanging out with Lex and doing what I want to do, and I thought I can't do this if I'm working at the hospital. So after 43 years, I'm done in October, which is awesome. Just hold this for a sec. Okay. We'll get back to that in a second. All right. So the front and back are done, except for I can't find that embellishment. I'll figure it out. So we're going to go to the front inside cover. So I have this front inside. It's got trees on it. So I'm just going to put double-sided tape, and you want to go about 1/4 of an inch away from this inside thing with your tape. So you want this part to be pretty exact. Okay, so always do the inside first. Do the top. There. What is this? Go here. The only thing about using double-sided tape is once you put it down, you can't really correct it. If that makes sense. Go here. All right. Just make sure that's nice and stuck. Most of the rest of this has already tape on the back, so. All right, I'm going to peel this off. How many of you keep track of the gifts that you buy at Christmas? And when you decide what you're having for dinner, do you write that down? I do. I decide what I'm getting the kids. But it would be nice to have someplace I can put just be careful. Make sure this is centered. There. Now I'm just going to trim this off. See, that's almost secure on there. So, whoops. Should never say whoops when you're crafting, but like that's something that we used to laugh in the OR when I worked in the OR. You never said whoops in the OR. Never a good thing. When you worked in the OR, whoops is not in the vocabulary. Just cut this down here. Once again, there's a lot of steps to this, which is why it takes time. But I think I'm going to use mine more than I thought I would. Don't try to rush. It never works. Okay? And then just cut it around at the top here. There we go. Perfect. Come around. There we are. Okay. Inside front, I want to put a pouch here. So, I know I have cut this already and put tape on it. Inside pocket. It's going to go right there. So we'll take the tape off. And like I said, I did a lot of this ahead of time, just for time. Don't do the top. And I did this divot with that punch. Line it up. Right? So I do a corner rounder on the top, and then I use, this is a corner rounder I used, and this is the punch, and I just put it halfway, or not quite halfway. So on this, I thought I put this wish list. I think that's a good idea. And I just slip it in here. Cute. Let's do the back. Let me see. I think we'll use this. We'll do the same. This is non-directional. I like non-directional. That way, if I put it in upside down, it's not a big deal. About 1/4 of an inch from the center. Double-sided tape all around. Do you think you're going to make one of these? Let me know. Donna, I will be in probably tomorrow. I have some stuff to get. My boss from Michael's is on here. Don't say anything rude. All right. Take this off. Christmas at Michael's is crazy. But there's not another craft store really in London to get stuff. So, and they've got a lot of the Halloween stuff out now. It's nuts. I'm not a big fan of Halloween. I've never been a big fan of Halloween. So, line it up. Place this down. Okay, and we're going to cut that. You can cut it with scissors, but I'm not. Right, and try to do as much as I can efficiently. That's kind of the whole, my whole life is efficiency. But if you go too fast with this, you'll be able to tell. Believe me, I know. Cool. Like it. I'm just going to round these edges. Good. This one too. Perfect. Okay. We got to put a pocket in this side. So I've got a bunch cut. I'll come back to it. Have in a moment. All right. Now I want to do sections on here. So I figured it out that this is I think it's 100 pages. But I've got my, where are they? Got them here. Oh, here they are. Dividers. I just cut this out of scrapbook paper. 3/4 of an inch. No, 1 3/4. How many? 1.5 by 1 3/4. 1.5 by 1 3/4. I'm just going to place these down. Picker. There we go. just got tape on these. So you just take this first page and I make it at the top. You know what? I'm going to start at the back. Back page. And right where the last, before it starts to curve, uh-oh. There we go. Just place this down. Not quite to the edge. So it looks like that. It's fine. So just grab a few pages, and then the next one you put down is going to be next to this. You can make these how big you want, doesn't matter. And leave a little space. In between. Looks good. What do you guys think? Do you think you'll make one of these? I have 5 of these index cards. Index things. So just line it up. Good. Come around. And I have one more. It's going to go right here. This was fun to make. You can do whatever you like. There. It's got all my index things in there. So far, so good. So you shut this, and they stick out a little bit. And that's okay. So I've got 5 pieces of cardstock. 60-pound cardstock. Then I'm just going to put on the front here. I just thought that looked cute. So let's put these all on, right where I put the index paper, index cards, tabs, whatever. Still with me? Give me a thumbs up if you're still with me. All right. good. Second one. This one looks a bit crooked. Can I salvage it? I don't know. Okay, gonna do this the same. That's good. Another one. We're like more than halfway there. Take this. It's very repetitive, but there's a purpose for it. That's good. Two more of these. Thanks, Kelly. Appreciate it. Okay. What have I done with those? It just drives me crazy. Where are those embellishments? Oh, here. That's one of these. Now, out of this paper pack, I managed to get some embellishments. And, like, these paper packs, I've destroyed them. Like, they've been so well loved. And I keep a lot of the scraps. And that's what I use sort of the cut-aparts for. All right. So that's good. Once again, you've got all these tabs and then kind of reinforce them. But to reinforce them just a little bit more, this is just me, you don't have to do this. If you're making this for yourself, you don't have to. I wanted to put these strips on here, just like to reinforce it, so it doesn't tear. These are sorry, I have to go this way. 9.5 by 3/4. 3/4. So I put double-sided tape on the back of them. And all I'm going to do is line it up just like this. And I kind of went to where the line is on here. I'm going to have to cut that piece off. And that's just going to reinforce that. I'm going to do it to all of them. So I'm going to be taking these to craft shows because I'm going to be doing a lot more craft shows now. Yes, I'll be getting a pension, but oh, I like craft shows. So, of course, we're doing the big one in London Christmas Craft Show. perfect. This one's crooked. I wonder if I can, no, I'm not going to do that. It's not perfect, nothing in life is. I might have to use this one for myself. Just once again lining it up with the red line here. Last one. There's one more. Oh yeah, there are two to do. Line it up. Sound like a broken record? It's important. I have to cut that. There we go. And that just reinforces that, right? That's all it does. You don't have to do that part. Good morning. Nice to see you, Marlene. Lace it down. Perfect. Okay. Now, let's make these pretty, shall we? So I've got these cut aparts. So, in other words, so this one I'm going to save for sort of later in it. So this one, they're matching, and I'm just going to place it here. And what I've done is just cut a strip that is 5 3/4 by 4. And I want to just place this in the center. Place this down. Good. And then I'm going to put this kind of just here in the center. Makes it pretty. And I put double-sided tape all around these, and I did that ahead of time, otherwise we'd be here till Monday. Try to make it as straight as you can. And I did this on all of these pieces. So here's one here. I just try to make sure everything's matching, kind of, or goes together. Matching probably isn't the best word, but coordinates. Let's use that one. Coordinate. line it up. This here. Maybe we'll put the Bambies in here now. Whoopsie. Sixteen 3/4, I guess. It's cute. I like this one. And these are just the card products that came in with the paperback. I don't know. They seem to work okay. A couple more. Almost done, guys. I like this. So it was great. So like it took a big chunk of my scraps to make this, which is great. There's a reason why you keep stuff. That's pretty. I like it. I like it. So I'm going to be taking these to my September shows. I think I've got 2 in September. Maybe I have 3 in September, 3 in October, and then Christmas. every weekend is busy. I'm busy. I'll be at the market. Crazy. You can't complain about it though. You know, because I'm not going to be having a source of income because I'm going to be like not working at the hospital. This one going in here. I think I'm going to use this one for the back cover. So, oh, I like this one. Deck the halls. I can find those embellishments. Drive me nuts now. I don't know what I've done with them. Somewhere here. I thought for sure I left them here. Gosh darn it. Few more minutes. That's all we got. Place this down. I'm going to use this for the back inside cover. Where we've just put this, right? Because I think that'll go well. Yeah, that'll work. So this will be perfect to carry around. You know, you could have lists in here, all sorts of what you're gonna make for Christmas when they have sale and stuffing. You can buy it and cross it off your list. think I might get a freezer. Probably not. That would involve cooking. Still don't do that. I might have to learn though. I might have to learn how to cook a little bit more because, you know, I'll have to be on a budget. Upside down. Okay. All right, you want to see what the inside pieces look like? Okay, so here's the front. And then there's the inside. That's the wish list. There's pockets. Pocket here. And like I said, I got a strip here just to reinforce it. Pocket. 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 And then the one at the back. What do you think? So here is my pens that I got. Good time to buy pens. Actually, those books, the composition books, it's great time. They have them everywhere now, like for the kids getting back to school. So I got these pens. But before I do that, I'm going to put this around here, just to kind of keep it closed. Just come around. And this is elastic, and I got this at Dollar Tree. I do this in a knot first. And then put a little bow. I have to do this part? No. I just wanted to. It's upside down. Little piece off. I guess cut more of that. Now, this pen, hopefully this is dry enough that you can slide this pen in this elastic. And this holds it. Look. It's perfect, yeah? Let me see if I can find that embellishment. It's driving me nuts. Hang on a second. It's gotta be somewhere around here. Oh, I'll find it. Anyways, that's it, guys. Holiday planner. All made pretty. The only thing I'm missing is that little gem. Maybe it's in here. Let's see. Nope, I don't know what it is. Like I said, I'll find them. Anyways, what do you think, guys? Would you make one? I don't know. Will you? I absolutely love this. Oh, I'm glad, Kelly. May always come up with the best idea. Well, I have moments of brilliance. I mean, I certainly saw inspiration from Pinterest, but I wanted to make it my own, right? Use things that are available here in Canada. A lot of the Pinterest stuff is from the States, so I wanted to be able to use what we had. And anyways, that's it. Did you guys like it? You gonna make one? Give me a thumbs up if you're gonna make this. Okay, if you would like to have one, give me a thumbs up. Alright, that's it, guys. So I'm going to do more tutorials. Most of them are going to be on my YouTube channel. So go to Creations by Karen on YouTube and like and subscribe. And that way you will get notified every time I put a tutorial up. And until next time, I'm so glad I'm back. Love you all, guys. Bye now.